Okay, so what we're going to do now is move forward and finish up this arm rig. You can of course keep revisiting the weight values for this area of the forearm and the wrist and keep fine-tuning them. So what I want you to do is go ahead and now zoom out, do shift middle mouse button and bring this area into focus. Now go ahead and press the shift key down and make sure to turn on the touch bone layer. Now here we're first going to switch to edit mode, and what we want to do is make this bone the child of this bone over here. So click on this bone first, then this bone, then do Control P and do keep offset. Okay, this is the same thing that we had done with the leg rig. Now what we're going to do is go ahead and switch to pose mode. Click on this bone, press the shift key down, click on this one, do shift control C, and of course do copy transforms, right? We want the non-deformed bones to copy the transforms of these touch bones. Click on this, press the shift key down, click on this, do shift control C and do copy transforms. Click on this one, press the shift key down, click on this one, do shift control C and do copy transforms. Now here we're going to go ahead and switch to edit mode, and of course click on these bones, press the control key down and put them back into place over here. Okay, now what I want you to do is go ahead and actually just click on this non-deform layer, go ahead and switch to pose mode and click on this bone, go to the constraint, and over here we're just going to type FK over here and enter. Click on this one and we're going to type in FK and enter, and click on this one and just type in FK and enter, right? This is the same setup that we had done on the legs. So that's taken care of. Now what we want to do is actually click on this bone and go ahead and press the H key to hide it. Now go ahead and go to this tab, press the shift key down and turn on the touch bone. The reason we hid this is so we can just quickly select this and set up the driver for this bone over here. So what we want to do is go ahead and go to the bone tab over here, just collapse this, click on add over here, do edit, and here we're going to call this arm.L follow chest. Enter. Make sure that the property is at 1, minimum is 0, max is at 1, and just click OK. Right? So when you have this bone selected, what you want to do is right click and do copy data path. Of course, we're going to go ahead and click on this bone over here, go to the constraints, right click, do add driver, manually create later. Go ahead and open up the graph editor, go to drivers over here, click this, open this up, go to drivers, and of course expand this. Here we're going to do single property, click on armature, hover our mouse, do Control V, and here I'm just going to change this to average values, right? Go ahead and now collapse this, right? So now when you click over here and press the R key, you'll see that it still works. Now what we want to do is go ahead and go to the data tab, press the shift key down and turn on the touch bone layer. Click over here, press the R key. You'll notice that here the arm is basically stuck to the chest. So if we click over here and of course turn this value to 0, now click on this, you'll see that how this is going to behave. It gives you a natural movement on the arm. So that was the idea behind this. So here I'm just going to put this on a value of 1, press the A key to select everything, and here just do Alt R to reset and do Alt H to bring that bone back. Okay, do A to deselect. Go ahead and press the shift key down and turn off this layer over here. Now what we want to do is of course put these bones on the touch layer. So here you can see that here when I attempted to select this, I ended up selecting the figure. So this means that what we need to do is actually go back and make sure that this is off, right? So it doesn't come in our way. So here we can try that again, press the shift key down and click on these bones. Now press the M key and we're going to throw this on this touch layer over here. Okay, so now what we need to do is create the bone shape. So this is fairly easy. Go ahead and click this, do Shift S, do cursor to selected, do Shift A. Here of course we're going to add a circle. Go ahead and just zoom out a bit, do the middle mouse button, click on this bone, press the shift key down, click on this circle, do shift control C, do copy transforms, and here I'm going to have to zoom out, click over here, do control A, do visual transform, go to the constraints, turn it off, make sure that it took it, do X this, go ahead, and here we're just going to type in W dot, here we're going to say arm dot touch dot fk dot l and enter. Just hover your mouse over here, do control C. Now zoom back in, click on this, go to the bone tab. Over here we're going to do control V. And of course press the 1 key and then click over here, press the S key to bring this in. And then over here we're going to make sure that X-ray is on. Now in this case what I'm going to do is actually press the S key, press the tab key, press the S key, and just scale this in kind of like this over here. Now here you want to make sure that this is on a local, right? So here we can see that it's on the local x-axis. So here what we want to do is press the R key, press the X key 2 times, and just type in 90 and enter. Now here what you can do is simply press the G key and just move this over here. So you're looking at the black circle, right? So press the S key to scale this in. Now press the 7 key. Over here what we're going to do is press the G key and just move this right around here, right? So this should be satisfactory. Here what I'm going to do is just look at it. Actually we can look at it from this way, and what we want to do is just create that horizontal line. So it really doesn't matter how you do this, just select, I think I'm going to select this one and press the F key. So it'll give me a line, right? Something that goes through the bicep. Now here I'm going to press the tab key to go into object mode. Here what I'm going to do is actually click on this green arrow and just adjust it so it goes back over here, and take a look at how this is matching. I might click on this this red arrow, move it over here, maybe click on this blue arrow and just get it to this point. It's really not that important. You just need to, I just like to align them like this. Okay, so that's done. So what we want to do is press the M key and of course throw this on this layer over here. Click this and just test it out over here. This works. Press the R key, press the Y key over here. This is how the arm is going to rotate. Okay, so that's done. So let's go ahead and click over here, do Shift S, do cursor to selected, do Shift A. Here we're just going to add a circle. Go ahead and just rotate, click over here, click on the circle, do Shift Control C, do copy transforms. Over here, zoom out, click on the circle, do Control A, do visual transform. Go to the constraints, just turn it off to make sure that it took it. That's done. And here we're going to call this a W dot forearm dot touch dot fk dot l and enter. I'm just going to hover the mouse, do Control C, go to this bone over here, go to the bone tab, do Control V, do the same thing, click on this, press the 1 key and press the S key, just scale this in. Make sure X-ray is on. Scale this in a bit more. Here, make sure that this is on local. Press the tab key. Here, we're going to do the same thing. Press the R key, press the X key 2 times. Just type in 90 and enter. And here, we're going to, I guess, press the S key and scale this down right around here. I'm just going to first press the G key and just bring this over here. Press the 7 key. Press the G key. And over here, just want to scale this down a bit more over here. Okay. So that's done, and here I'm just going to click on these two vertices and press F. Just make sure that that's where this is. Again, you can play with this concept all day, just keep adjusting it. Now here I'm just going to press the tab key. Again, do the same thing. I'm going to click on this green arrow and just move this right around here. Okay, that looks good. Just press the M key and throw this on this layer over here. Click this. And here press the R key over here. So now you can see that this is going all over the place. So this is where we need to now say that this touch bone, we're going to make sure that this is on X, Y, Z Euler, and here we're just going to lock the Y and Z, right? So now when the user rotates this bone over here, it can only rotate on the x-axis. Okay, so now keep this in mind when you're looking at this from the front view, and when you press the R key, it's a little difficult to rotate. right? You have to actually do it this way from a view, which will allow you to basically let Blender rotate this automatically on its x-axis. Okay, so that's works over here. Anyways, let's go ahead and now click over here, do Shift S, do cursors to selected, do Shift A, and here I'm just going to add a circle again. Go ahead, do the same thing, click over here, do Shift Control C, do copy transforms, click on this circle, do Control A, do visual transform, go to the constraints, turn this off, make sure it took it, it did, and here we're going to call this w dot hand dot touch dot fk dot l and enter. Hover the mouse over here, do Control C, go to the hand bone over here, go to the bone tab, do Control V, and here I'm going to click this, make sure X-ray is on, and I'm going to just do the view over here, press the S key to scale this down, zoom in, press the S key to scale this down. Okay, I'm going to press the 7 key to take a look at how this is. Now here what we want to do, because we have to create a shape for the IK Touch, I'm not going to make it too big over here. I'm just going to, I guess, press the 1 key to go over here first, press the tab key to go into edit mode, press the G key and just place this right around here first to get a general idea. Press the 7 key. Now here we want to adjust the scale on the local x-axis, so I'm going to press the S key and press the X key 2 times and just adjust it in a bit over here. Now do it on the Y, press the S key, press the Y key to just bring it kind of down over here. Again, press the G key to kind of put it here. I'm looking at the black outline, or you can press the tab key to go into object mode and just readjust this so it aligns with itself over here. That's fine. Now here, what I'd like to do is click on this vertex and this vertex. Here I'm going to just do enable, and here I'm going to go ahead and click on this blue arrow, and I guess do the circle a bit more and kind of like bring it down over here, so it kind of conforms over here. Okay, I'm going to press the A key and actually disable this. Press the S key to maybe scale this down a bit. Press the G key and make it go up a bit. Maybe press the R key to kind of rotate it this way, because we're going to be putting a palm bone here a little later, so I don't want it to be too big. Press the 7 key. Okay, so if we click over here, now when we press the R key 2 times, this will basically let us rotate this way over here. Okay, here what I'm going to do is actually click on the figure. So what I'm going to do is bring this back on, click on this figure, go to the modifiers, go to the subdivision, and actually click this to get a higher resolution of this, and press the R key. Okay, now it's going to slow down Blender, but I just want to see what it looks like, so you can see that we get really nice deforms over here. Okay, for the area of the wrist. Okay, so now let's go ahead and click on the figure and actually put this back to 1 over here, and I'm going to basically put this back over here. Now let's go ahead and click this, and of course press the M key, throw this on as this layer over here. Okay, so this is the FK rig that set up for our figure. So we can now, of course, test this out. Okay, so this whole thing is working over here. Okay, so here I'm just going to press the A key to select everything, do Alt R to reset the rotation. Okay, and press the A key to deselect. So this is all set up. So let's go ahead and now save this file, go under File, do Save As, and here I'm going to save this rigging lesson 04 l.blend. So I'll see you in the next lesson. Thank you.